The highly anticipated Michael Jackson biographical film is capturing the world's absolute attention, sparking a massive wave of global curiosity. Amidst the buzz, one monumental question echoes louder than the rest. Can anyone truly recreate the magic of a once-in-a-lifetime legend like the King of Pop? For the public, it is a matter of entertainment. But for the Jackson family, this is never just an ordinary acting role. It is their lived history, their deepest memories, and a priceless legacy that must be fiercely protected. Perhaps no one on earth understands the crushing weight of portraying Michael Jackson better than his own family. This is precisely why, when Paris Jackson, his own daughter, steps forward to share exactly why she believes her cousin, Jaafar Jackson, is the perfect choice, the world stops to listen. Her profound validation strikes an instant emotional chord, leaving everyone desperate to know what made her trust him so completely. What are the 5 definitive reasons that convinced Paris that Jaafar has flawlessly portrayed Michael Jackson? To truly grasp why her perspective holds such undeniable authority, one must understand that Paris Jackson is not your average critic. She is famously known for being fiercely outspoken, highly demanding, and uncompromisingly protective of her father's legacy. She has never hesitated to publicly criticize or call for boycotts against any project, article, or product that she feels misrepresents Michael Jackson's life. In fact, Paris initially took a sharp journalistic aim at the Michael biopic itself.
But it's sold to you as real. And a lot of sugar-coated, like the narrative is being controlled. And there's a lot of inaccuracy, and there's a lot of just full-blown lies. And at the end of the day, that doesn't really fly with me. I wasn't heard. I fucked off. That's it. Y'all.
This unapologetic standard is precisely why her praise for Jaafar Jackson carries absolute artistic value. When a fierce, meticulous protector like Paris admits that Jaafar disappeared into that role, absolutely crushed it, the entertainment world takes notice. This is no mere courtesy extended to a family member. It is a rare, heavyweight endorsement and the most reliable validation of what it means to truly embody Michael Jackson. Her approval leaves the public both awed and deeply curious. If the toughest critic in the Jackson household is completely won over, what did she see? Paris views this film through a microscopic lens of intimate memory, seeing things the public never could. She grew up right by Michael's side, witnessing him daily as a father, an artist, and a human being. Paris doesn't judge this performance through the rose-colored glasses of a fan, but through a deeply personal blueprint. She intimately understands Michael's everyday persona, his speech patterns, his family dynamics, and the private moments behind the curtain. She remembers the homeschooling, his heavy emphasis on education and culture, and how he shielded them from the paparazzi's glare just to give them a normal childhood. Paris has shared stories of how her father taught them through literature, took them to developing nations to understand the world, and remained a fiercely devoted parent. These intricate details allow Paris to evaluate Jaafar on a level far beyond basic acting techniques. She isn't just watching a performance. She is measuring whether Jaafar has successfully captured the true soul, spirit, and humanity of Michael Jackson. While other family members, like Prince Jackson, have been openly supportive of the project, praise from Paris carries an entirely different gravity. It transcends a standard acting critique. It is a profound validation from the daughter who holds his deepest personal memories and fiercely guards his name. Her nod of approval changes everything. So, what was the very first revelation that shattered Paris's fierce skepticism and convinced her that her cousin was up to the task? For Paris, the shattering of her skepticism began with the very first reason. Jaafar doesn't just resemble Michael's looks. He naturally carries him in his blood. As the son of Jermaine Jackson, Jaafar is Michael's biological nephew, meaning the legendary Jackson family bloodline flows strongly through his veins. This striking biological connection caught the industry by surprise. As reported by Yahoo Entertainment, director Antoine Fuqua admitted he was completely blown away by Jaafar's uncanny resemblance to his uncle, stating, "Sounds like him, dances like him, sings. It's really uncanny." For millions of fans, seeing early footage felt like a time machine, with many noting that Jaafar looks exactly like Michael during his iconic Thriller and Off the Wall eras, captured beautifully before the late superstar's major physical changes. This familiarity struck an incredibly emotional chord within the Jackson family. Marlon Jackson recalled a breathtaking moment on set during the recreation of the Victory Tour, exclaiming, "Wow, he looked just like Michael." The family was deeply moved to tears by fleeting gestures, sudden smiles, and glances that instantly brought Michael back to life in front of their eyes. The Jackson bone structure. Jaafar inherited the distinct cheekbones, jawline, and facial structure of the Jackson family, allowing him to look the part organically without relying heavily on stifling makeup. The eyes and smile. Observers immediately picked up on the same sweetness in Jaafar's eyes and his fleeting, characteristically shy smile, a definitive trademark of Michael's gentle personality. The innate voice. Music supervisor John Warhurst confirmed that Jaafar's natural singing voice sits remarkably close to Michael's vocal range and tone, making the blending of their vocals seamless. Ultimately, what won Paris over as her first major reason wasn't just a technically accurate performance, but the profound emotional echo Jaafar brought into the room. A specific look, a familiar laugh, or a passing vocal tone made the family feel, even for a split second, that Michael had returned home. But as Paris knows all too well, looking like the king of pop is only half the battle. Is a striking physical resemblance really enough to fully step into the shoes of Michael Jackson? This profound emotional depth brings us directly to Paris's next two core realizations. Reason number 2, an inherited understanding of the Jackson family burden. Only someone born and raised inside the Jackson dynasty can genuinely comprehend the crushing weight of their reality. Jaafar is no outsider analyzing a textbook. He is a nephew who carried those exact family experiences in his heart. Jaafar revealed during an appearance on Today with Jenna and Shinelli that he drew immense inspiration from intimate childhood moments shared with his uncle. "I remember when I was younger, we used to have family time," he recalled. "Michael would come over to where I grew up, and there were days we would just play family games." This shared bloodline gifted Jaafar a rare sensitivity and humility on set. He understood the gentle, intensely shy man existing beneath the global superstardom. In a feature by Complex, director Antoine Fuqua recalled an unforgettable audition moment where Jaafar answered a question exactly as if he were Michael, stating, "He answered the question as if he was Michael, and he had the whole room with tears in their eyes. He's the real deal." Michael Jackson was a global icon on stage, but to those who knew him best, he was a deeply sensitive soul who fiercely protected his human warmth. Reason number 3, recreating the private Michael. While many external actors fail by only focusing on the explosive, moonwalking, king of pop persona, Paris saw that Jaafar excelled at portraying the private Michael. He flawlessly captured his soft-spoken voice, his natural shyness, and the warmth he exuded safely at home with his loved ones. As detailed in his interview with Today, Jaafar relied heavily on his personal memories of his uncle to capture this authentic essence. "We'd have wonderful times at Neverland and just playing hide-and-go-seek, getting as much candy, going on rides, watching movies. It was all fun." By channeling these pure, unfiltered memories, Jaafar managed to perfectly mirror Michael's distinct everyday mannerisms, his real speaking cadence, and his inner spirit. He carefully humanized an icon, painting Michael as a beautifully complex human being who balanced massive public expectations with a profound, protective love for his family. But beyond genetic traits and shared memories, what else convinced Paris that Jaafar was truly destined for this monumental task? The answer lies in the fourth reason: Jaafar's absolute reverence and deep sense of responsibility toward Michael's legacy. From the very beginning, he made it clear that this project was never about personal fame or chasing Hollywood trends. Jaafar has repeatedly emphasized his profound belief, saying, "This is not just a role, it's a responsibility." Rather than viewing his last name as a golden ticket, Jaafar treated the Jackson name as a solemn duty.
Going into it, but also allows me to, I think, trust my instincts even more, knowing that I have that same blood we share the same blood, but at the same time wanting to also separate myself where I put the hat on as an actor and how to take it serious and really learn what is acting, and going on set, like how do I carry that.
This mature balance between familial love and rigorous professional acting is exactly what proved to Paris that her father's memory was in safe hands. Furthermore, Jaafar expressed immense gratitude for the unwavering support of his family, especially his grandmother, Catherine Jackson, using their blessing as his ultimate fuel to deliver his absolute best. Jaafar's ultimate goal was to ensure the world would see Michael as a beautifully complex human being, rather than just an explosive stage icon. It was this humility and protective attitude that completely won Paris over. And yet, there is one final magical element that transcends technique, DNA, and respect. What is the ultimate reason that made Paris completely surrender her doubts? It is the fifth and most profound reason. Only Jaafar can naturally conjure the spine-chilling aura and feeling of the real Michael. The moment Jaafar dons the iconic wardrobe, steps under the blinding stadium lights, and begins to sing, the illusion completely vanishes into reality. It isn't just about matching the footsteps, it is about his stage presence, the sharp glance of his eyes, and the electric energy radiating from his body.
It gave you a feeling, and they get that same feeling with it.
Standing in his presence gave seasoned professionals chills, as if history was rewriting itself in real time. Technical perfection can be taught, but a spiritual echo can only be inherited. Jaafar doesn't just mimic his uncle, he channels him. Because they share the same blood, Jaafar possesses an organic connection that cannot be artificially manufactured. His uncles, including Marlon Jackson, have pointed out that Jaafar doesn't merely imitate, he organically does exactly what Michael would have done. When he walked onto the studio lot, that biological bond pulled long-buried memories straight to the surface for Paris. She didn't see an actor straining under the weight of a heavy role. She felt the exact essence and spirit of her father. This breathtaking realization is what drove her to completely cast aside her skepticism and declare that Jaafar absolutely crushed it. While director Antoine Fuqua and the production team have continuously doubled down on this truth, emphasizing that Jaafar doesn't just resemble the king of pop, he embodies him. Some things simply cannot be cloned by acting workshops. They only spark when a performer genuinely loves, understands, and feels the soul of the person they are portraying. Jaafar did exactly that. And what does this extraordinary emotional validation from Michael's own daughter reveal about the deeply anticipated film itself? It tells us that beneath the diamond gloves, the world records, and the blinding stadium lights, there was a deeply human core that the world rarely got to see. Behind the colossal media storm, Michael had a real family who intimately understood his private battles, his quiet joys, and how he navigated an overwhelming life. Paris's absolute refusal to compromise with Hollywood, even calling out parts of the production she found inaccurate, proves that the Jackson family views protecting Michael's authentic humanity as a sacred, non-negotiable duty. For the world, this biopic is a highly anticipated cinematic event. But for the Jackson family, it is a rare, long overdue opportunity to finally show the world the real Michael, vulnerable, warm, and deeply loving. This collective desire to heal old narrative wounds is shared by the entire family, who desperately hope global audiences will finally see the true man through Jaafar's performance. As reported by ABC News, Michael's matriarch, Jaafar Jackson, beautifully shared her pride, stating, "It's so wonderful to see him carry on the Jackson legacy of entertainers and performers." In that same ABC News feature, LaToya Jackson echoed this sentiment, praising Jaafar's performance as truly amazing. She intimately described the chilling illusion Jaafar creates on set. "I'm sure you saw the film and know how wonderful he is. We often forget and keep thinking we're watching Mike. Like, oh, I forgot this is Jaafar." Ultimately, these revelations prove that sometimes the people who know us best are the only ones who can help the world see who we truly were. Jaafar has successfully built that bridge. Paris Jackson's profound validation proves that this film is a rare, intimate gift meant to finally let the world see the real man who lived behind the colossal myth. Now that you have seen the 5 powerful reasons why his own daughter believes Jaafar perfectly captured his essence, we want to hear from you. What are your personal thoughts on Jaafar Jackson taking on this historic role? Do you believe he can finally help the world truly understand the complex humanity of the King of Pop?